Hello, athletes and fans of bodybuilding. I'm Lenda Murray, 8 times Ms. Olympia, and you are watching Olympia TV. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
And today our conversation is about the upcoming Arnold Miss International Fitness.
Yep.
That's
The
exciting.
list is out. 12 women have been selected, and we're going to get right into it. First, let me also say that the Arnold is the second largest show that an IFBB pro, if they win that, it's the second to the Olympia. So I'm just make that clear, Arnold.
That was a good one.
Both of you have been on the Arnold stage. So we can talk about, your experience and what you think is the most prestigious. But I think I know the answer to that.
I mean,
so joining me, 8 times Ms. Olympia, Adela Garcia, Ms. Olympia Fitness, and she won Arnold Miss International Fitness 5 times.
Cinco.
And Wendy Fortino, IFBB Figure Pro.
Hello.
8 times Olympia qualified. And you've competed on Arnold's stage. And you said that you were the last of that selected and invited.
Yeah, the last year that there was a Figure International was 2022, and I was part of I call it the graduating class of the Figure International. So yeah, I mean, I was on the final Figure International stage, so that's I guess that's kind of a claim to fame, but yeah, that does, go to kind of piggyback off of what you were saying, which is that the Arnold is an extremely prestigious event. It's such an honor for any athlete to be invited to it. But it doesn't have all the categories, unlike the Olympia that has all 12, 13 categories. So we're it just can't be as big as the Olympia with that. And then also the Olympia, you have to qualify by winning a show. So all year long, athletes are, punching their ticket by winning a show. Whereas the Arnold is interesting. It's very unique because you're hand selected by the Arnold selection committee. And that has its own type of prestige to it, which I think is interesting. So
Yeah. It's such an important show. I'm going to say that all the women that whatever the process is that you have to go through to submit your application to compete, I would say that the majority of women in all of the divisions that he has, that they're thinking about when they compete in the Olympia, they're also kind of thinking about the Arnold. Right? When you say that. So we know Arnold selected 12, but I'm sure there were many more that applied to, so I don't know. Talk about that, Adela, so people kind of understand how it works.
So my first Arnold was in 2000. I turned pro in 1999, and I had to write a letter to Mr. Laurie Beer, and you have to write a letter and put all your accomplishment when you turn pro. And he also liked to get an autographed picture of you too as well. So you got to put some pictures in there, but write a professional letter, a resume basically about your history in the sport. And, you have to send it FedEx, and you just wait until, the list is out. And my first Arnold, I remember it was incredible to be invited. And placing my first one, I placed 8th, and I got $1,000, and I was just jumping in place like, oh my God, I placed 8th at the Arnold. So it was very nice. But I said that a lot of the girls, when you compete at for me, that was awesome. My first, just turning pro, and then my first pro show, it was the Arnold Classic. Like,
wow.
how amazing
that was
can
big.
that be? Yeah, that was big for me. And competing among one of the lineup of the girls, Susie, you know, back in the days, it was incredible. For me, it was just a blessing, and I was so thankful just to be there and be able to step on stage with those girls and see Arnold as well, you know, because that when I mean, back in the days, winning the Arnold was like the major thing. Like you won the Arnold, and then you were shooting to win the Olympia. So
wow.
So yeah, so the girls, like I know a lot of the girls, this winning this show is very special for them. So I know getting invited to the Arnold for some of the girls, it doesn't happen, but when it happened, you know, they keep looking at you and you keep getting invited. So you know, I know that waiting for that is like you Christmas gift, and everybody's super excited.
So when do you? So the Olympia is usually always in. Well, now it's in, you know, either October, November, beginning of December. And then you have the Arnold, and that's always the very last week of February, the very first week in March.
Yes.
So when do you submit that?
I submitted the letter because since that was my first, that was pro debut. Like,
I see.
How big can that be? Like, I submitted the letter in like October, you know, of 1999, and just sent everything, and I got my invitation. I was like, wow, this is
So when did you get the invitation?
It was they always comes out like they don't tell anything.
No, they don't.
The list,
find out,
you just wait. Yeah, you just wait for the list to come out, and then you're like, really? Oh my God, I'm on the list. Yes, it was incredible.
Yes. That's how it happened with me too.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, like I start getting text messages. Oh, you made it. I'm like, I did. I go to Instagram and I see the list of athletes, and I'm like, I made it. And it's like 10 girls.
And you better stop eating at that point because you know, like, okay, I'm going to the Arnolds.
Right. So that would be my question. I would assume a promoter smart enough to make that post to give you the appropriate amount of time to prepare, right? So, so it comes out, because this time it came out, what, a week ago, December?
It's just they don't have time. I think around this time, the girls always know that, okay, if I'm going to apply for the Arnold, I need to continue to stay in good shape. I'm not going to be, you know, you have to represent. It's not something that is just, it's going to happen overnight. And no, it was incredible. I mean, that first Arnold, that stage alone, and the crowd, it was incredible. It was really great. So So I know for these girls that are going to the Arnold this year, and the ones that they finally got that invitation, it's a big deal. So
Well, we're going to honor them all. We're going to talk about them all, and we're going to give spicy predictions because Tarek told us to.
Yes. So then let's start right away with let's start with Ariel Khadr, because Ariel, she's won the Miss International 3 times. She won it in 22, 23, 24. She always brings that theme. It's kind of like her, don't you think, like her body and the way she presents, it kind of falls right in line with Arnold. Like she always has some kind of theme that she does. I think last time it was the Predator. One time prior, she was the Terminator or something.
Yes. Like that. Yes, she does. She definitely does. She's very strong whenever she performs. It's like her performance, it grabs you to the point that you're like, whoa, I cannot stop watching her. And winning her first Arnold, she was, you know, going for that Olympia title. I didn't see her at the Olympia last year, so I'm not sure, you know, what we're gonna see from her this year, but she's been kind of quiet. I know she took a little bit of time off. Sometimes that's good for athletes. She might come very refreshed, and we never know what we're gonna see from her. But every time, I mean, this performance is incredible. It's like, it's like you gotta be an actress whenever you are doing a fitness routine, and this is what she brings, and everything she does is so powerful. I love watching her perform.
I'm just wondering if she's going to run out of Arnold movies.
Yeah, I know. I know. And that's always
like,
a challenge too, right? You know, when
yeah.
you come up with something that really works and moves the audience and they really, really love it. And then you kind of have this pressure to feel like you have to do something different. But if it's working, it's working, you know.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of Ariel when she turned pro. I was at the show when she turned pro, and it was the Nationals. Quite not sure, don't remember, but I remember her. She was the youngest fitness competitor to get her pro card. And when I saw her routine, I mean, I think she was like 16 or 17 years old.
Wow.
And she was like flying on stage, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope I retire by the time this girl comes and comes. I need to be done by the time because she was that great. And then she took time off.
Yeah.
She went to college, she graduated, and then she came back, and I was like, wow, this girl is gonna be the next Miss Fitness Olympia. I swear, like I was looking at her to be the next because her physique and her routine were there, you know, and I believe if she just gets her physique a little bit smaller, she can be dangerous. So we're just going to see what happened at the Arnold first.
So when you say that in regards to having her physique be a little bit smaller, because that is a difference between like her and Jaclyn. You know, she Ariel, she has fuller muscle, and I believe Ariel is shorter than Jaclyn. So that makes a big difference. And that's one of the things too that I'm looking at with the judging. It seems like when they see when it comes to fitness now, they're real careful in choosing someone that's overly muscular.
Yes. I think I love all the fitness goals, but I spoke with Ariel. You know, we spoke on the phone one time, and I said, look, you need to get smaller. You look better when you're smaller because you're short. You know, you like me, we're short. We can't be too big. And I think once everybody started getting so big, so you get the pressure that you got to get big too, but bigger doesn't look good on everyone. And I think on her physique, she looked her best when she came back. I don't remember what year it was. And I was like, man, this girl is going to kill it. You know, so I'm just being real. I love her.
Yeah.
And I just think, you know, you can see here on her, even her mid session, it's just, we want to be a little bit more flattering. And for us, for fitness, when we are performing, muscle, when you are too muscular, it's a little bit hard to be able to do all those moves. And that's when I started seeing her struggling a little bit on her routine. It's because, you know, you got all these, you're training so hard, and you also practicing a routine, landing on this hardwood floor. It's not as easy as people think it is. And, you know, I know she's been struggling with some injuries, and I just hope that she comes into the Arnold and she just, you know, brings something completely different and revamp herself.
Yeah. And this all for me brings up a point about the fitness division, or when you look at also women's physique and bodybuilding, where we have to perform a routine. So like dancers are usually small, right? And when they do certain moves, it looks prettier. It has a different look. And I think when we look at Jaclyn and we look at Ariel, that's also kind of what I see. I see that when Ariel does a routine that's really powerful, kind of masculine also, like what we see with imitating the Terminator and that really power. Whereas with Jaclyn, she tends to do, I can see a little bit more of ballerina dancer. And so the flow of your physique does make a big difference in that presentation and what you perform.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I was talking to my husband, I'm like, did I ever have tie-ins when I was competing? Was I that big? And I had to look at pictures. I even pulled pictures of you, Linda, and I'm like, we were not that great. Like our bodies were so different, and it was a little bit easier, But I feel like I think there's going to be a shift in all the divisions, and I think it's going to be great for the sport. Like it's just I just feel like especially for fitness, we want those girls to be healthy. That's just the main thing.
Well, it's hard too because a lot of girls they're chasing after what's getting rewarded. So I think Ariel is very genetically gifted and inclined to be muscular. She's been an athlete her whole life. She was a competitive gymnast. She's just very much a mesomorph. I can tell. I can relate to that, and I think that she was following the kind of pattern that she saw that was getting rewarded, and it did make a shift. I think when Taylor Learmont came into the scene. There was kind of a little bit of a shift. Taylor kind of moved the mountain a little bit on that, and things are kind of becoming a little bit more streamlined. They're, rewarding less muscle. I think all the girls are kind of downsizing. I think Missy even downsized a little bit at the Olympia. So I think they're all kind of making that shift. Last year, I did notice Ariel downsized a little bit. So I think, she knows what to do. She knows she's there to win. She's going to do her homework and make whatever adjustments or do whatever homework is necessary. I really have faith in her ability to operate like a champion.
Who would you predict is going to win the physique round net between the two?
Well, let's see. Let's pull them up.
This is going to be very interesting, but depending on how Jaclyn comes in, I mean,
we have some other.
Jaclyn looks. Even though she looks incredible at the Olympics.
She looks incredible right here.
Yeah, and it's incredible. Like if you compare this physique with Ariel, I would go with Jaclyn for the physique round.
Yes.
Look at her. Her core is tight. She has that. Look at everything. So maybe a little bit of more tightness in her glutes, but that's not a big deal. That's just probably fixing that suit. She's perfect. Yeah. This physique is perfect. It looks beautiful to me.
Yeah. She's second in the world. She's second in the world right now. Her routine was amazing. She's
coming in hot. She's hot out from the Olympia. That's the thing. It's like when
think about this, she was second in the world, but she's first in the world in terms of the girls going into the Arnold because Missy's not competing. So she really is the front runner in this, which, it's a great segue to talk about Jaclyn. We're going to talk about all the ladies, but, we are starting with Ariel and Jaclyn. Now we have Jaclyn. So we already kind of sort of gave our physique predictions on her. But Adela, take the floor on your
routine,
your impression of Jaclyn and your idea of her strengths and if she has any weaknesses, I don't know.
Jaclyn, honestly, this last routine she did at the Olympia, everybody was just, even Missy, because Missy did a live with her husband on YouTube, and I was watching them, and her husband even said it, man, I was worried when I saw Jaclyn's routine, and even Missy, she recognized that Jaclyn came in ready, to win that show. So she's healthy. Her routine is right there. I don't see anything. Everything that she does is so beautiful. It's just what I like about fitness. Everybody brings something so different, and she has a dance background, and everything she does looks so beautiful and extended pointed toes. Those are things that I had to learn when I was competing. I was like, I don't know how to point my toes. But then, I learned, and those things make everything look so much different. And a lot of the stuff that she did is just, I don't know, she came in with high heels on stage and did a handstand.
Yeah, because she had the heels. That was badass.
Yes, that was.
It was badass.
I'm looking for her routine right now, and I can't find her routine on the on her Instagram account for some reason.
While you're looking for that, to see if you can find that, Wendy, Adela, at this point, as good as that routine was, would you even try to do something different? Would you?
No.
It's not broken.
No, I will not do something different. I will read the same routine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even the judges tell you that, because when I competed, we used to have to kill ourselves. We're like, oh, I did a routine for the Arnold. I did a routine. I had to change my routine for the Olympia. But I mean, like Sandy even said, it's like, you guys don't have to, because we forget about what you did last time. Like, we're not going by that. And if it worked, just, you don't have to change it. Like, if it's not broken, you don't have to fix it. Just do that routine. And I think for her, it will be wise to come back and do that routine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not enough time to put a routine together as well. And it's a lot of pressure on the athlete as well.
Yeah.
I can't believe, I don't know where her routine is at. I just literally can't find
I'm
her.
going to say, gosh, when I see Jaclyn, I do see her winning the Miss Olympia. I see her capturing that title. Just overall, like, I do, and for many reasons. I think also what we're talking about with her physique, when you look at her physique there, she has a physique that's also not intimidating, I would say, to women out there with fitness having some issues. A lot of the women can perform some of these stunts, but they're afraid when it comes to the physique round that they can't compete with, let's say, beat someone like an Ariel Khadr, or but it's when they don't know what they're looking at. We know what we're looking at. We know the difference in height between.
Take him out, but she did that. We call it that plank, high plank, and she held it with her high heels as well.
Yeah.
So I think she came in from a handstand and came down to that.
Yeah. But like you said, she finishes every move with pointed toes. She's very technical. She has that very strong dancer background. What I told her, because I did an interview with her after she came off the stage, and I said, I wonder if the judges can appreciate your level of difficulty, because we visually like to see things that are flying, and we like to see stunts and flips, but I don't know if it's can really appreciate, because she stacks skills back to back to back while she's on her hands, while she's on the ground. She does lots of presses, holds, high level of difficulty, but she's not flying around, right? So I just wonder sometimes if everybody can appreciate the level of difficulty that she's executing, because she really does such a high level of skill set. And I just, it's not flying around like the gymnastics background ladies are, but it's intense.
You know what? One thing I want to say is when I started competing in fitness, I never thought I could compete against these girls, right? Because I have no background other than throwing rocks and fighting with girls in the Dominican Republic. Okay, that's it. So I'm being honest. So I choreographed a routine in my living room in Puerto Rico on just tile floor. I learned how to do push-up. I choreographed a routine. I had my brother do a mix for me, like the cassette tape. You probably don't even know, Wendy, what a cassette tape was.
Oh, come on.
You're too young. But no, I didn't know. And, but fitness is not about all that. The tumbling, these girls are used to doing that. That comes like this to them. That's like nothing.
Yeah.
Now, doing a strength move and coming down, holding all those strengths move, that is more difficult and more impressive than all that flying around. One or two tumbling passes is okay, but even the judges tell the girls, don't do so much tumbling. You don't have to do that much tumbling. We want to see the strength move is so impressive when you do that. Like when I started doing those push-ups and I created that sequence, it was like the judges, the whole crowd used to go nuts, because it was like, wow, that's cool. So, this is a good one too. I love this routine of her.
Yeah. This is her Arnold 2024. So
yeah.
And it was flash dance. It was kind of mimicking flash dance, I think.
Yeah. That routine was so beautiful. Look. and she is so into her whole presentation. It's just amazing. Look, this is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
She comes with some good themes. You know, I think that's when it comes to fitness, I get so excited to see what the girls come up with. Because unlike the other divisions, you can really use your creativity. And these are artists, right? I mean, Adela, you're an artist. When you came up with a routine, I mean, part of what wows the judges is your ability to craft something that makes them feel something, or leaves a certain impression. I mean, that's part of your art, is being able to craft something that is really stands out. So it's exciting for the fans.
Yeah, it is. So, in 2006, I came back to the Arnold after losing in 2005, and I came back with Scarface. I did Scarface for that routine, and
you did Scarface.
Yeah, I did, and I put the words in everything in there. I have because you gotta have the music that matches the and in this country you gotta make the money. When you make the money, you get the power. And it's like I came back my whole outfit. It's like, but you gotta do that. You gotta come up with different themes, but you also have to perform that theme, so that's what makes champ.
Yeah, and that's where I see with our two top contenders, Ariel Khadr and Jaclyn, that they entertain.
Yes,
they're precise. They're strong. They show those strength moves. They tell a story. Their costumes are very well thought out. So,
and one thing I'm going to add is the whole industry had changed when Lenda, you remember you won first place at the Olympia. We didn't get $50,000.
Correct.
So when you're going to compete at this event, you get it invited. You're professional, so you got to put your time into your routine, your costume, your outfit, everything from the show, in order for you to vote the judges.
Yes.
This one here.
Yes. Shelly, Michelle.
This girl is coming in hot. Scott, I want to work with this girl. I'm telling you what, I wanted to work with her. I do, because she has a lot of potential.
She does.
She's
I
beautiful.
agree with you 100%.
She's beautiful
for many reasons.
Her physique is beautiful as well, and she downsized a lot, as we can see, and she has a very good routine as well. She just need to clean it up a little bit more. That's why I would like to work with her, and come up with some killer thing that she can just go kill it.
Yes.
No, I really like. I never met her in person, but she's such a sweetheart, and we always communicate through social media. I have become a fan, and she's strong, man. When she does a straddle jump, it's like powerful.
Yes. Yeah. She's an entertainer. She's because she did do that the Anaconda. She did a thing, and the outfit, the costume was fabulous.
Yes.
Her strength moves, and I agree with you. She just needs to kind of whatever you're doing, perfect it. Perfect everything. Don't try to feel like you have to be all over the place or whatever, but
What I was looking at, I noticed her suit. It's like she's from the Ukraine, right?
I know she's French. I believe she's French. Yeah.
I have
she won my show also, by the way. That's how she qualified for the Olympia. She won.
Yes, I remember.
Yes, so I was really excited about
that. She was at the Arnold last year. I couldn't pick her lucky routine. But I figured that what's better than watching her from the Arnold last year, right? The thing, so I talked to her. We had a bonding moment while we were tanning, and you ladies know how that is when you have your tanning bonding moments, right?
Yes.
We talked about a bonding moment, but we were talking, and she is a newer pro. It doesn't seem like it because she's just jumped. She kind of exploded onto the scene, and she's extremely talented. And she was already part of the Olympia battles. I mean, she's a rising star. We all all our eyes were on her as soon as she made her way on the scene. But she's only been a pro for like, I mean, a very short period of time. I believe
she turned pro in 21.
Yeah, and she won her first pro show, qualified for the Olympia right away, went to she just boom, 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 like straight up, right? She comes with a strong gymnastics background, so she's trained her fitness skills in a very short period of time. So I definitely think that she is going to continue to clean up and get we are going to be looking out for this one.
Oh, of course, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's like just the more you compete, you keep learning. I mean, but for her like that, I love that outfit.
Yeah. And she placed 6th at the Olympia this year. In 24, we're in 25 now.
Talk about a body in motion.
United Kingdom, guys.
United Kingdom,
yes.
Yeah. And I mean, when we talk about bodies in motion, I think, you can't, I mean, this is the sport is about bodies. And then when you look at the fitness routines, her body is so beautiful. And it's like when you watch her move, you could just, see her, just her lines and her roundness and just everything about her body looks so pretty when it moves. It's like when you see a ballet dancer and the body is just so beautiful, and it's the body in motion that really draws your eyes in. She has just such a beautiful body.
Yep. I think what Adela said, clean up some of her moves.
Yeah.
Be sharper, more precision.
I think she was a little injured at that event at the Arnold. I think she was dealing with some injuries, and sometimes, you just don't want to pull out of the show. You just want to go and pull through.
Yeah. She said she was sick at the Ms. Olympia in Vegas. She wasn't feeling her best, and
but
we
she ended up placing 6th, huh?
Yeah, she placed 6th. And it's just, and she's got the structure, the muscle, and everything. It's just, we know that every time you diet and you go through the process, and by her being a new pro, her physique is going to get better and better. She doesn't have to do anything drastic and put on any more muscle, or just learn how to maintain what you have. Get a little tighter, but do it the way she needs to do it to perform and be healthy.
Yes.
Okay.
So
all right.
So
and
Mina,
here's Ms. Olympia. She won the Masters Olympia, Ms. Olympia.
Yes.
Mina
comes in. She used to be super big, a little bit bigger for fitness. And I remember, I think in 2020, I saw her at the Olympia, and I thought she looks incredible at that event. In 2020, I think for her at this in 2023 Olympia, she was probably trying to come in a little bit softer. Sometime,
this
whenever
is what she looked like last year at the Olympia.
That was at this was at the Olympia. So, she looks great here. That other one was a little bit too soft, but she's one of the on the bigger size.
Yes.
And that looks good on her. But again, I think for fitness also a little bit downsizing, because when she performed, you can see that she struggles a little bit with a lot of the moves. I don't think she has extensive background in anything like I did. But she started competing in fitness and she loves it.
Yeah. She's been on the Olympia stage 5 times. And I see where she started competing, I think in 2014. She's from Finland. And the one thing I might have to say about Mina, because I've seen Mina compete a lot. I've seen her like in Tampa, in Romania, and she's not really consistent.
I found her master's routine, which I'm going to play while you talk.
Yeah, that was a very good routine. She did like a Batman one. It's very good.
The Catwoman. Which one? The Catwoman. The Catwoman. Yeah.
Yes. Her she doesn't come in her physique. She never gets tight enough. Like I've seen her. So she's not consistent when it comes to the physique round. And a lot of times she places lower.
Actually, this is the best routine I've seen her perform. because I think I've seen her do this Catwoman routine before, but it wasn't as clean as this one. Of course, she won, so that I can see. Yeah, she was a lot better here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think this is a really good theme for her.
Yes. Yeah. You always have to pick something that it goes with your style, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know she's had conversation with Alina Popa, and she talked about she just absolutely loves fitness. She loves doing the routine. She knows that she's on the more muscular side, and that she has to really watch the muscle that she can put on. She just loves doing the routines, and she's not, because when you see an athlete and you think, you know, she could kick off her heels and compete in women's physique,
right?
Then that's when you know it's like you're knocking more on that door when it comes to that. So
no, I love when I saw her in 2020. I got to talk to her in person, and it was nice to get to meet her. With that, we never competed together, so I remember seeing her body, and it was like, wow, she looks great. And at that time, that's when Missy first won the Olympia, and you know they were kind of like all the girls were a little bit bigger at that time as well. So for her, I think she ended up placing, you know, pretty high in the physique round that year.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I wouldn't know this if I didn't know that she competed in Masters Olympia, but she is over 40. So, I mean, I don't know how much more gymnastics and, you know, tumbling and fitness our bodies can take after 40. She's obviously proving us wrong on that. But if she decides that her body's too beat up, she absolutely can go to women's physique and be super successful, because she has the physique for it. And she wouldn't have to stop competing if she's still passionate about it, because she still has a great body. It looks like she absolutely can go to that division. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of options. She's definitely like a talent of multi-dimension, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I could never compete in any other division but fitness, but
Adela, you were known for your physique. I don't know about that.
Well, I tried figure once, and I placed top 3, so that's good.
I mean,
that's damn good.
You could compete figure now if you wanted to. You probably do really well, but
nah, girl, no, I don't want to compete anymore. I'm good.
Well, let's talk about. Okay, we were making physique predictions, and we need to talk about Tamara, because
absolutely.
Tamara is always shocking everybody with her physique, because she comes in dialed. I mean, I think she's probably the most consistent, dialed in fitness competitor. You know, she's really figured out how to get her body to flow. She doesn't have that perfect hourglass shape, but she's created an X frame that has she's been able to artistically craft her physique in a very aesthetically pleasing way, and very dialed in. And I think her physique really stands out on that stage when she goes out there for the physique round, you know.
And her presentation too. She comes in, her presentation is it grabs you in a way that you cannot deny her being in that top call out. So yeah.
I agree 100%. Yeah, I believe she won. Did she place 3rd in the physique round at the Olympia? Because when she walked out, I was like, this is the best I've seen Tamara. Like, she gets better and better.
Yeah, she ended up placing 5th at the Olympia. So she placed high, I'm assuming, in both physique and routine. I mean, her presentation is beautiful. Her confident, you know, from her hair, makeup, everything, her suit. Look at that walk. I on this stage. You better look at me. I'm coming for you.
You're right. That's a beautiful walk. That walk is outstanding.
Yeah. I do think she placed higher in the physique round than the routine round, because I was surprised that she didn't place higher in the end when I saw her how high up she was in the physique round. I think she was top 3, Lenda. But I mean, clearly,
yes, because she stood out. There were 2 people that stood out: Stephanie Jones and Tamara Vaughn, and I thought Stephanie was too big, and I thought Tamara was just like on point. And of course, Missy stood out, her physique.
And Wendy, you said over 40. She's over 40 as well.
I know, that's the thing about fitness. I'm like, gosh, like I should have continued on. I thought I was like not. I thought when I started competing, I was like in my mid-20s, and I'm like, man, because I used to be a gymnast. I'm like, man, I'm too old to be doing this gymnastic stuff. And all the top girls are, I think, in their 40s.
Yeah.
I think
and that's just so impressive to be.
I know.
40 and do what they do.
Crazy. I retired when I was like 43, so
wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's okay.
I mean,
yeah, it's awesome.
We know how to handle it.
Obviously, you do.
I'm looking for her routine. I'm surprised that the fitness girls don't post more of their routines on their Instagram. Girls, so I think show us your routines.
I know based on like the first ladies we talked about, I see, of course, Ariel Khadr, Jaclyn Baker, Michelle, known as Shelly also, and Tamara, like in the top. Like, definitely. Like we're talking about top 6. Like,
yes. Well, I want to talk about Michaela.
Let's do it.
Michaela competed on my show, and I mean, she came in softer, because she lives. I'm not sure she's overseas, and I know that travel was very hard for her, especially in Texas in June, that heat. But she has a lot of potential. Her routines are very clean, very energetic. She's also kind of like dancer. Everything is pointed. I think that on my show she did a Latin routine, and I was like, of course, I love this. That reminds me of me. But I think on here, I remember seeing her. I think it was in 2020, and her physique actually looked a lot better. So. Okay. Her physique didn't look as good on this comparison that for this time. But I think she does have a lot of potential once she put it all together. I mean, I love this routine.
I love this routine too.
Yes. That's what grabbed me.
Yes. Gorgeous.
She is beautiful. Look, it's just little things that, and it's especially when these athletes travel so far away, how it is, your body needs to adjust to that timing. So I think it's just something that she needs to figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, this routine was beautiful. When I watched it, I was like, wow.
Yeah. She's qualified for the Olympia 3 times.
Does she have a gymnastics background?
I believe so. Yeah.
She has that. I could tell she has like some technical training, either dance or gymnastics. But it's a telltale sign when I see straight legs and toes. I'm like,
she's very
oh wow.
Too. Yeah, she does. I mean, but it's just very beautiful when she performed.
She's very clean.
And on my show, my husband was like, "Why she didn't win?" I said, "I don't know. I'm not the judge." I said, "She's that girl. She did awesome." I said, "Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a judge."
So, do you see her in the first call out?
Well, she brings her physique. Yeah, I will see her in the first call out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
She has a beautiful look.
She does. Yeah,
she's very pretty,
exotic, very pretty.
Yeah, she's a very pretty look. So
do you guys have the who will be like the
dark horse?
Yes.
Who's the dark horse?
I would say there's a girl from here from Texas that have done Lenda Murray's show, my show. Very short. She comes in sharp.
Oh, Yeah. Amber Steffen.
Amber Steffen, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Amber, to be honest with you, Amber is the most conditioned, and when she comes in from head to toe, like her body looks like a freaking trophy. Because it's like everything, her tan looks so perfect. I don't know if it's the light in here, but I mean, she's tight, conditioning wise. I know she needs she needs more density on her back. From the front, she looks great, but she's also, genetic wise, she's a little bit thicker on the waist. I know Wendy, we see that. But so her routine are very clean. She's very clean when she performs.
All her routines are extremely clean.
Yes,
extremely clean.
She never misses anything. And one thing I like about her, like I will call her and I said, "Hey, man, you need to spice up, get a little bit faster, but it's not about being faster in the movement. It's just that your music needs to be a little bit more exciting, and she takes it. I said, I would like to see more strengths move from you. I remember sending her a message and I thought, oh, maybe she's gonna be mad at me and like, okay, whatever, Adela. And no, she sent me a message. I just want to let you know that I hear you, and I'll be working on it. And I respect that. Yeah. So I see a lot from Amber. She's just I agree. Bring the girls together too. She just
she does
from her
she in her qualifying for the Olympia in 24. She finally won the Tampa Pro, but she competed in my competition. And that's where Michelle qualified to go to the Olympia. And I believe Amber was the defending champion. Amber placed second. And then the same thing similar happened against Michaela at your show, right? Michaela qualified for the Olympia by winning your show. Am I correct?
No, actually, no. It was on 2023. It was oh my, I can't even think of her name, but Michaela. It was she placed second. She competed at my show in 2023. Okay. Yeah. Then 2024, Michaela didn't compete at my show.
Okay. Yeah, because and that's what I see is like with all the ladies that we've talked about initially, like when they come out and they capture you right away. Just the suit. Oh, that's gorgeous. That feeling before they do anything, and I feel like I do see that with Amber, that just some small little changes like that. Tell us a story, a story, that we're going, because we need to get this story in a minute and a half, two and a half minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think so that's an easy fix.
Yes. And she has improved so much, from little things that even Missy and I have told her. And it's actually I think her first Olympia was 2024 or 2023. I thought it was 2023.
Yeah, 2023.
2023, yeah, because I was there. And when she qualified, she was so excited. Then she wanted to, I think she tried to apply for the Arnold and she was not invited. And then when she got invited this year, she was like, she messaged me and she said, I made it.
Yes.
And I said, you see, it's like at one point, she started competing a while back and then she took a time off. And then she came back when I decided to add fitness. And she was a little bit disappointed at one point. Like, hey, I did, competed at my show, got second place, went to another show, didn't, qualify. And I think she qualified at your show, Lenda, in 2023. And I told her, I said, look, you got it. Because she was like, I don't want to chase it. I don't want to chase this. And I said, well, if you don't want to chase it, then you got to get out of it. Because you have to want to chase this. You got to chase it. And it's something that's got to be in your head. Doesn't matter. And you're going to see that this is going to take you somewhere. And I'm just so proud of her. You know, she's from here, from Texas. She lives not so far from me. So it's just nice to see how she has evolved. And now she is going to the Arnold.
I know. So her first invite. Congratulations.
Yes,
Amber.
Congratulations to Amber.
Yes. So good job, Amber. She's so cute. I swear.
Adorable. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. We have some other new some fresh qualified athletes. We could talk about Kristen Pope, who I know she is an incredible competitor. This is her Arnold debut, and also she hasn't qualified for the Olympia yet, but she is so close. She's taken second twice in 2023 and also 2024, and I think she's just knocking on the door. So it was really awesome to see her to get the invite to the Arnold, because I know that this is the first big show that she's done. Always in the mix in the physique round. Great routine. I think she's going to make a great debut.
Yeah. This is a huge one for her because, again, like we said, it's invitational. Yes. So we don't know who applied and they were not invited. And Kristen, she's not been on the Olympia stage, so this is a really huge, wonderful a gift, and I think it's awesome because, like you said, she's been knocking on the door. The Legion, she placed second. She placed fourth at the Rising Phoenix in 23. She placed third at the Tampa Pro. So congratulations, Kristen.
Yeah, she's been doing her work. So yeah, she has a really good routine. She's a gymnastic background.
She has a really strong gymnastics background.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does she does CrossFit?
She does powerlifting. So she's she's a champion powerlifter. She's very strong. See, she's the opposite of Jaclyn. She has such a strong gymnastics background, and she has really high level gymnastics skills. Like one time she came on the stage doing like back handspring, full twist. And like she can fly, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But I think that, that's like on the opposite end of the spectrum. It's like, do you really want to exert yourself doing a bunch of flying if you don't know if that is going to be something that the judges can appreciate at the level that you're able to do it? So it's like a balancing act, right? You're trying to temper your skills to accommodate your strengths, but also you want to showcase skills that are going to be rewarded, that the judges are really going to appreciate. And I think with each of these girls, there's a lot that goes into it when they're crafting their routine. It's like they're all so gifted and so skilled, but how do I create a routine that is going to really be appreciated,
Yeah. Well, she definitely has some skills.
Yeah, she does.
She's incredible. So we're wishing her luck. Good luck, Kristen.
Yes.
Let's see.
We have next?
Let's talk about you have Tiffany Chandler.
Yes, Tiffany Chandler.
I didn't realize she's a mom of. I see photos of her on her Instagram, and it looks like she's a mother of 4.
Wow!
I don't know.
She is. She is incredible. I mean, she has her routines are beautiful, and she is a mom. Plus, she also is a mom. She was telling me in 2023 at the Olympia when I saw her, we got talking, and she has this accent, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm a mama, all these football players, and I got to take care of them." And but she does a lot of things for the community as well. And she's also a mom, and I know after she had her baby, she decided to come back, and she flies on that stage. She does this back flip, and then she opened her legs in the air, and then come back and let. It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
So and I know that when she first started competing, it's like all of us. We compete at the Olympia. We want to get to that top 5, first place. But at one point, once she got pregnant, now she comes back and she competes, and she does it because she loves the sport.
Again, another amazing
look at this
example. She's a mom.
Yeah, she's incredible. Yes.
It looks like this must be her favorite routine. It's Olympia 2020. She shared this recently, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like she recently shared. So this must be her favorite routine, because you know how that is. You want to share like your favorite things sometimes. So this must be, something that she really enjoys going back
and
to.
I mean, of course, her physique is different. It's not there. And it's like we cannot just overlook that. I mean, and I know I believe that she does understand that. I mean, she got invited to the Arnold. She's gonna take the opportunity, and she does that because she loves the sport.
It's awesome.
Yeah. What would you say? What would you say that she needs to improve on with her physique?
I mean, it's just once I never had kids, so I don't know how you body, but when you have 1, 2, I mean, if she's a mom of 4, it's just different. Your body doesn't going to respond the same as it did when our body changes. It's like once you turn 40, if you don't continue weightlifting, I mean, your body start to decline. We start losing muscle. It's just not the same, and it's just for her, her kids are the most important thing. Competing is something that if she gets the opportunity to qualify for the Olympia, if she gets the opportunity to go to the Arnold, she's going to do it because she does love the fitness. She loves performing. But I know she, it's a physique. I mean, in her back, getting her glutes a little bit tighter, more conditioning in her legs. It's just one of those things, because I think she took some time off after, having kids, and
she has a nice structure.
Yeah, she does.
Structure. When I look at her from the front, her shoulders, her waistline, her quads, she's nice developed quads. So
I love her hair. She has like the prettiest hair. Like she just stands out to me. She has this really pretty,
super wild, and when she talks to you, she's just like Southern accent.
I love it. I love all of it. Yeah. And she adds they all have their really special, unique kind of looks and styles, and the fitness division is so cool that way that everybody brings such a unique element, and Tiffany, she has her own unique specialness to her that she brings, which I think, the fitness division is like the one division I will say, and I'm not one of these people that says like everyone deserves a trophy, but the fitness division is unique, and that I really believe that every girl in the fitness division is a champion, and I look at them all like they're just superheroes. Like it doesn't really matter how any of them plays to me, because to me they're all just the fact they're going out there and doing incredible routines. They're already all just incredible superheroes to me.
I agree.
I just wish we can give money to all of them whenever they compete, like from first to whatever, like
through 10th.
It will be nice, if we could. So So if anybody's listening and you wanted to support Lenda and Adela's show, just let us.
That's right, because
for the fitness division.
That's right. Put on a fitness show just for you guys.
We have a couple more. We have Renee Brosh here.
Yes, and I think she goes by Harley Handstands.
She has a what?
She goes by Harley Handstands, I believe, on her social media. Yeah, and she's also over 40, by the way.
I know, and let me tell you, she won the 2016 NPC Junior Nationals, and I see where she competed in 2012. Yeah, she's been competing. That's, again, guys, just super impressive to be able to be a certain age, step on stage under those bright lights in a bikini, but more importantly, to even do a push-up and turn your body all types of ways and be that flexible.
So she won the Masters.
Well, these are just pictures. Sorry.
She qualified for the Masters Olympia. She will, and I mean, she just I think she competed at the Ben Witter Naturals as well.
Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, her physique looks amazing on the pictures that I'm looking at the IFBB Master World Championships. So, I mean, she has very good routines as well. She performs well.
And this is her first invite to the Arnold, I believe.
I believe so. Yeah.
First invite, and she's never competed at the Olympia.
No, she's never competed at the Olympia.
And you know, and that's the thing too, where when I see this, I think so much goes into making decisions and selections, but that is really impressive. It's good for our organization to see someone, you know, rise to that level.
Yes.
And here's Andrea Glass.
Yes.
Yes. I think Andrea, also she placed second at the what was the show that
the Titans Grand Prix?
Yeah, she got second to Tyler.
Yeah, and at the Arizona Pro.
Yeah, and her routines are good. She has really good routines. Physique wise, you know, she just needs to get a little bit tighter. But she, I mean, I saw her routine and I thought next to, you know, an only third place Olympia competitor, she did really good for herself.
So, yeah, she had a lot of second places in 23 she placed third, then she placed second in Ben Witter, she placed second in Vancouver, she placed second in 2024 at the Arizona Pro, she placed second 2024 at Titans Grand Prix, and she placed sixth in 24 at Ben Witter's natural pro.
And the thing about her, I think she also, when it comes to fitness, and I see her saying a lot of this, it's like, it's just, she is not going to go that route to get muscular. She doesn't want to do that. She wants to stay natural. And I give her a lot of props for that because, you know, sometimes, you know, we got to take the fitness division back to where it was. So,
yes.
So, and I mean, she's competing. She's doing great with what she's bringing to the stage.
Wow. Yep. So then let's talk about Michelle Gales.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. When I first saw Michelle's structure, I mean, she has such beautiful round muscle belly, smaller waist, nice shoulders, quads. Michelle's she's going to have to like get tighter.
Yeah.
To win. Because she has the physique, she has the structure. Look at
that. She does.
Look at those hamstrings.
Hey, Jaclyn.
You know.
Hi, Jaclyn.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, I mean, Michelle, I even sent her a message one time. I said, girl, just jump. I mean, she's strong. She's strong.
Very powerful.
Yes. It's another one that she also, you know, she qualified at the Ben Witter Naturals. So, you know, the Ben Witter Natural, you got to get tested. So,
yes,
you know, but I also feel like, okay, when I competed, I have no idea what was there, what to take, what to use. So I knew that doing my cardio, and once I started practicing my routine on the hardwood floor, my body was just got conditioned. So I know these girls. I know that sometimes
I found something interesting on Michelle Gales. I thought I might bring up for everyone. Okay. This is kind of a fun little find I just had. But how about this? Michelle Gales at the 2003 SEC Gymnastics Championships. Look at her.
Yeah. Wow. And she does a little dance. Dun, dun, dun.
So this is her 2003. We've got Michelle Gales here. So just so you guys know, these girls.
Oh my God. I did not know that.
So Michelle, let us know if you're going to be performing that on stage.
That's incredible.
Gymnastics floors are a lot different than fitness floors. We have a spring underneath the floor that you see, and it allows you to get a little bit of a give back. Whereas the fitness stages are unforgiving. They're completely hard, no forgiveness whatsoever.
Yes.
But
wow, this was a wonderful find, Wendy.
Right?
That's pretty good. Look at that.
Look at these girls are legit. This is like a lineup of just pure talent. Girls coming from strong gymnastics backgrounds, professional dance backgrounds. I mean, taking their talent to that next level, that next phase in life, and we get to experience all of their gifts in front of us at the Arnold and the Olympia. It's amazing.
Yeah. And one thing I noticed with Michelle, she's her own woman. Like she's, you know, and I'm sure you know that, Adela, like she said, hey, look, I don't need all y'all help. I'm going to put my routine together. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this my way. And she has stayed consistent at that. Yeah.
No, she's also,
Awesome.
I mean, I seen her perform. I'm like, wow, this is in her physique.
Yeah.
She gets a little bit tighter. I'm telling you, that's going to be dangerous.
This will be dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's everyone. I actually have to hop on another podcast in a couple minutes here, but so I think we got through the whole lineup,
and we did a great job. We talked about all 12 of the women, and I love the fact that we really had an in-depth conversation about the fitness division.
Yes.
And so, guys, Happy New Year, and from Adela
good luck
Garcia.
to all the girls. Good luck to all the girls at the Arnold. Yes.
Yes. Good luck to you.
We love you all.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.